Good week this week.
Yeah, we have the penultimate episode of The Mandalorian. So penultimate
It doesn't
always
feel
sounds
like
fun.
we're there already, but we are.
Well, we had a lot of fluff. A lot of fluff. We could have easily got to this episode on episode 3 or 4, but whatever. It was the payoff was fine. It was good. And the next episode should
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, the next episode should be fun. I'm curious how it's going to look and how it's going to feel, but you want me to do a quick rundown?
Does it have to be quick?
All right, I'll do a rundown. All right.
Okay.
Let's see if I remember. How did it start? How did the episode start? Oh, so
it starts with Elia King.
Yeah, Elia King ends up showing her true colors.
Find out who she really is.
Yeah, the Empire droid from Empire Strikes Back showed up. That was really cool.
Wait, which droid?
The black droid that she met in the alleyway, that's from the Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, yeah, the one that shows her Moff Gideon.
Yeah. Moff Gideon is alive and well. He talks to her and is surprised to hear that the Mandalorians are regaining strength. Because
if I was Elia Kane, the way Moff Gideon talks to me, I'd be like, hey, I'm just going to join the New Republic.
Yeah, she probably believes in the Empire, and also he would probably kill her. So
I guess. I don't know.
So anyway, apparently Moff Gideon has something to do with the pirates that attacked Navarro. So then the hologram communication cuts off, and apparently there's a shadow council of
I have no idea how they're connected to the pirate. It did seem like that, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would they want to attack Navarro? Like,
well, I mean, if you have some pirates, they can.
I guess that's just a revenge thing, right? Because weren't they based there?
Maybe, or keeping things unstable. Keeping the whole area kind of unstable and kind of keeping them under his control. There's lots of different reasons why.
Yeah.
It mostly sounds like a plot point, like a little plot technique. But anyway, apparently there's a shadow council of former or current Empire dudes, generals and stuff like that. And we got some.
Yes, this finally explains the things that we've been seeing earlier where they're talking about, and I never heard of this before, but they've been talking about like the Imperial Warlords.
Yeah.
So now we get an explanation for what that's all about. The Imperial Warlords are all the people that we saw in that scene, the Shadow Council.
Yeah, it sounds like from what...
So basically they're just like running, they're doing whatever kind of scams they want to do in their own sector of the galaxy.
It sounds to me like how it's set up is you have... So first, from the New Republic stance, they probably don't have enough resources to go out and like capture all these dudes. So they just think these guys are just in charge of a couple of sectors or a planet. But in reality, they're organized and they're working together. So they do have their own little things they're doing. But when Moff Gideon,
one guy's apparently, he's just like, I'm just going to be a pirate, man.
Yeah.
I'm just going to like roll up on people and take their stuff as they're moving it through my sector.
Well, I mean, you know what? That kind of answers the questions about the pirates. He might control them or have something to do with them,
I think it seems like Moff Gideon's sector is the one that has Mandalore in it.
Yeah, we don't.
So that guy he's probably got his own pirates or something.
Yeah, we don't have a map and we don't know how it looks on a map.
Right, but it seems like Moff Gideon's hanging around Mandalore. So I'm thinking that's in his sector.
Yeah, and so what I think is interesting that the show is doing, I think what Disney's doing, and it's pretty clear what Disney's doing now, is they're trying to fill in the gaps between Return of the Jedi and the first sequel. What was it called? Okay, I gotta look it up. It wasn't Rise of the Jedi.
Episode 7.
Yeah, what was it called? Episode 7.
The Force Awakens.
That's still... I didn't remember that because it's a stupid title. They're trying to fill in the gaps between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, which I think looks like...
The Force Awakens, that title never really pays off throughout all three of those movies. No. Yeah.
And it looks like... How many years do you think is between? Maybe 20 or 30?
I have no idea.
I'm thinking about 25 to 30. So, and I was actually, when I was watching this, I was thinking at the beginning of The Force Awakens, people didn't believe that the Jedi existed or thought they were just stories. So that sounds like something that would be like 35 years.
Yeah, that would be, I mean, yeah, it seems like maybe 50 years.
No, not 50 because Han Solo and Leia aren't dead. You know, that 50 years would be really old.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm just saying, like, that 40, whole not believing in Jedi anymore thing.
Yeah, maybe 40 could be something like that. But anyway, so if you look at, so they're trying to.
I guess really it's just real time. It's however many years there were between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens on Earth.
Yeah, sounds good. That sounds about right. And so they're trying to fill in the gaps. And I think that's really interesting, man, a smart move on Disney's side. It's like the TV shows can fill in the gaps of what happened.
Right.
Because the Ahsoka trailer came out, and it looks like that show's going to kind of take off where Mandalorian ends, because they mentioned General Thrawn, which is a huge character. I did some research on General Thrawn. He had 3 big books. There are 3 big books written about him that Disney uncanonized. So basically, there was a ton of Star Wars books that were. So
he came from those books, not from the cartoons.
No. There were a ton. There were a ton of books published before Disney got the rights to Star Wars. And once Disney got the right to Star Wars, they just decanonized all of them and made a lot of Star Wars fans very upset. One of the reasons is because of General Thrawn. But then they brought him back in the cartoons, kind of like he was in the books. But when I was doing my research today, I was looking at my files and I was calling my contacts. I was just looking at Wikipedia.
Serious research.
I was just looking at Wikipedia.
Okay.
Apparently, General Thrawn, when in the Ahsoka trailer, I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but in the Ahsoka trailer, she says that he is heir to the Empire. There was a book called Heir to the Empire from the old books that were decanonized. So what I think they're doing, and just thinking about Jon Favreau being that kind of dude that would do this,
and Dave Filoni,
they're going to take the old Star Wars books that Disney decanonized and like use that material. I just hope to God that the people who wrote those books get some kind of compensation, which they probably won't, but I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, nah.
I hope they do, because it'd be terrible if we see things straight from those books that Disney said this is not canon, and then we see them on the screen. I don't think.
Yeah, maybe they'll get a story credit or something, and some kind of whatever pay goes along with that.
Cash.
That's what I said. Whatever pay goes along with the story credit.
Money, yes. Hopefully that'll happen. I need to do more research on that. So don't let me forget that, because I will forget to forget it.
Okay.
So anyway, and then we get the Mandalorians show up. They're all in their little big old stolen Empire ships, and they roll up to Navarro, and they're like, "Yeah, we're Mandalorians." And then, the 2 Mandalorian factions meet, and then Bo-Katan says, "We have to go to Mandalore," and they go to Mandalore, and then they go to Mandalore.
Did you think it was? I thought it was a little weird that Bo-Katan wasn't the one that kind of united the 2 tribes there. It was instead the what's her name?
The armorer?
The armorer, yeah.
Oh, no, she did that. Bo-Katan united.
I mean, that's the job she's supposed to be doing. Why did she just? No, she just stood there until the armorer spoke up.
Well, no, but the armorer showed up and was like, "Hey guys, there's some rules." But then Bo-Katan's the one that says, "This is what we're doing. Who's with?"
Oh yeah. I mean, I get that. Yeah, I'm just saying.
And then everybody said, "We're with you." So I thought that was.
I expected her to speak first instead of the armorer.
Well, I mean, there's tension, of course. We have 3 new sets. We have 3 sets of Mandalorians now. We have Mandalorians that have been on Mandalore all this time, Mandalorians that have been bounty hunters, and Mandalorians that are kind of like, I wouldn't want to say extremists, but fundamentalists might work a little bit better. And they're all come together to find the Great Forge, right? And of course, this is Star Wars. So, Mike, if this is a Star Wars show or Star Wars movie, what do we always get?
It's got to be a big monster.
What is the world?
I for sure thought that was going to be the Mythosaur.
Me too. But no.
And so much that I didn't even look at the monster on screen.
Me too, yeah.
And then after that scene was over, I was like, hey, wait. No one mentioned that was a mythosaur?
Yeah, because it wasn't the mythosaur.
So I had to go back and see that it was not the mythosaur.
So stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with Star Wars and big monsters, but they are addicted to them. Where's the big monster in this episode? Oh, you better find it. Like, it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is the big one.
Tore up that ship. Like, how did that ship last all this time?
I don't know.
And then today is the day where it runs across a big monster.
Yeah. The big thing that I thought was interesting was when they tried to get to the big forge, the giant forge, the great forge, they were met with hostiles. But these hostiles were stormtroopers. And Mike, what were the stormtroopers wearing?
Slightly cooler looking stormtrooper armor. Oh, and jetpacks.
And Beskar armor. The armor's Beskar. Yes, it is.
I don't think the white stormtroopers is it Beskar?
Yeah, because if you notice,
is that why? Is that why they weren't dying
when they
immediately?
Were shooting them, they were bouncing off, and then Mandalorian.
I thought he said that it was just the dark troopers that had the Beskar armor.
They all have Beskar. So what Moff Gideon did, or is doing, is he went to Mandalore, he mined Beskar armor, and he's using it to outfit a new generation of stormtroopers. So a new generation of stormtroopers with the weapons and materials used by Mandalorians. I mean, that's an unstoppable match. Like, there's nothing. And
Mandalorians, Jedi, the clones.
Yes,
he's like trying to mash up all those things, take the best pieces, and improve his forces.
And so there's what. So I want to go back. Don't let me forget to say something in a second. You're going to forget, but I'm going to remember.
I'll probably forget.
There's a scene where they get kind of trapped, and this is what I'm going to say it now. I've played video games as far as first-person shooters since I was 23, 24 for a very long time. You don't go. What?
Had to be before then.
No, in my 20s.
Doom?
No, I didn't play much Doom.
You never played Doom?
I started playing video games with me.
So you definitely never played Wolfenstein 3D?
No, it was Halo that got me into it.
Oh my God. Okay.
You never go into a corridor. You don't go into a corridor like that. Like, you're not going to be like, I'm going to walk down this corridor. Like,
they were chasing the stormtroopers.
I knew they were being trapped. Everybody did. You just don't do that. You don't go into an area if you don't know where it goes. You just don't. Like, these are Mandalorians. They're supposed to be super tough troopers. I would have been like, yo, don't run in there. Like, we don't know what's in there. We are armed. Let's just figure out what's in there. Like, the corridors, Mike, were lit up. Where's the power source for that? No one thought that? Like, come on. It's ridiculous. But they got trapped.
Well, and why was Din Djarin the only one that was outside of that area?
Because we had to get him captured for the story, Mike. We had to get him captured. Okay. And so he's captured. And then the rest of the Mandalorians escape, except for the big dude with the... Somehow
Grogu was inside of there, but... Yeah, Mando was outside of it.
Yeah, we'll talk about Grogu in a minute. But then the one dude with the machine gun, the light machine gun, gets trapped.
Paz Vizsla.
Yeah, he sacrifices himself, which is the worst overused trope we've ever seen. It's used.
Hey, this is the way, dude. This is the way.
This is stupid. You're better writers than this. I could have written something better than that. But Mike, he kills a bunch of those stormtroopers.
Yeah, he does.
What happens after he kills all of them?
These red dudes show up.
What are they called?
The Praetorian Guard?
Yeah, do you know where they're from?
The Last Jedi.
No, they're way before that.
What?
They're way before that.
They were in The Last Jedi, though. That one cool scene.
They were in The Last Jedi.
Where are they from, then?
They're from Empire Strikes Back. They're from earlier than that. Yes. No, they were.
There's no red guys in Empire Strikes Back.
We didn't see them in Empire Strikes Back, but they were in Return of the Jedi. They were the Praetorian Guards that guard
red guys.
Yes, Mike. They guard. What's his face? The Sith Lord Palpatine. They
Emperor Palpatine.
Yes, you've seen
red dudes. I don't remember that.
Okay, hang on, Mike. Everybody, wait. I know you're listening to this podcast, and some of you are screaming at Mike right now. Praetorian Guards, Return of the Jedi.
You sure? I thought they were a Last Jedi addition to the galaxy.
No, Mike. I'm going to show you. I'm going to send you an image, and you're going to be like, "Oh my gosh!" Just give me a second. I'm going to send you an image. I'm copying links. I'm copying a link right now. Everybody, I know this is frustrating for all of you.
This is exciting.
I'm sending it to Mike. Mike, I'm sending it to your phone. I know your phone is up, notifications off, but you just need to turn notifications on.
Yeah, but I can see it. I can see it.
For some reason, my phone froze. I'm not sure what happened. Okay. No. Okay, hang on. Copy link. Paste. Okay, here comes Mike. Look on your phone right now.
Oh. That's The Last Jedi. It's talking about The Last Jedi there.
Do you see the picture?
Yeah.
Where is that from?
I guess maybe it's from Return of the Jedi.
Yes. So those Praetorians, how you say it?
Praetorian.
Those Praetorians, they're not exactly the same as the ones from the Last Jedi, but they're for the same like grouping. So it's still like the same kind of tradition. Those Praetorians have been around for a while, but these are new versions of them. And remember, Mike, The Last Jedi happens after the Mandalorian episodes.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
Right.
They're cooler though, right?
Who's cooler?
The newer Praetorian Guard.
I won't be very.
They look more like samurai than these guys.
I won't be very.
These
clear.
guys look like Roman something or other.
I won't be very clear. The Praetorians are awesome, no matter which version we're talking about. They're awesome, always awesome. Period.
Okay.
Awesome. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to see the Mandalorians fight these dudes. This will be so much fun to watch because they're just awesome. Like they can go toe to toe with a Jedi, no problem. Like we saw them in The Last Jedi to fight them. So we kind of. I'm glad they introduced them. Okay. And then of course at the end he dies.
They're cooler in The Last Jedi.
That's your opinion. But so there's one thing I missed, and. When we started The Mandalorian, I was kind of hesitant. I was like, I don't know if this is going to work out. But I realized there was a moment in this episode when Carl Weathers gets that stupid murder robot and it's a
IG-11, yeah.
And they put Grogu in it. And Grogu starts saying no, and like then starts saying yes, and starts walking around in that robot suit. I was dying laughing. I could not stop when he was walking.
Yeah, I like that scene where he's walking through the street and he's just going yes.
I was like, okay, like
it's like he's saying this is awesome.
There's nothing. There's nothing I can do to stop that from being amazing. That was an amazing decision by their part. Super fun, and we're going to see a scene where Grogu is in that thing, just killing everything. That's going to happen probably next episode. So it's just pretty rad.
Are they going to outfit that mech with?
It's got weapons on it
with Mandalorian armor.
No, they won't. Maybe no? I don't know. I can't call it. Who knows?
Because we've been saying like, how's Grogu going to wear Mandalorian armor? Maybe it's just going to be that they'll like make a Mandalorian armor for the mech or something. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't think the mech's going to be something they're going to use forever, but I think for right now it's kind of fun. This is kind of fun.
Yeah, that's neat.
So a solid episode,
and I'm glad they didn't bring back IG-11 the way he was.
Yeah. Solid episode. Lots of fun. I thought the fight scenes could have been a little better, but I thought they were pretty cool. The usual beats that
I definitely like the fight between the Mandalorians and the Stormtroopers. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they could do more. It's no matter what they do though, it's clumsy. It's like that metal and like they're getting shot and stuff and it's bouncing off. I mean, it's just they're doing the best they can with it, but when the Mandalorians, there was a scene with the Mandalorians. I forget what it was. There's a scene with the Mandalorians where they're all walking. And I just thought, man, these guys are finally looking cool. There's a bunch of different versions of them. They all have different armor. But I was like, man, you know what? I would love to, I want to be a Mandalorian. And I like the idea that, you have the Jedi, you have the Sith, you have all these different factions, and the Mandalorians is kind of a really cool fleshed out thing that they're working on. And I like it a lot. It's pretty cool.
Right. Do you know that there is a Stormtrooper Legion where people dress up like Stormtroopers? Legion 501. Stormtrooper Legion 501.
Wait, are we talking about in the show or the real world?
This is the real life thing.
What do they do? What do they do?
I think they dress up and go to like charities, and they go to like conventions and stuff.
Sounds weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
Also sounds fun, yeah.
You could start one dressing up like Mandalorians.
Nah, I don't think so. I'm chubby, and I just kind of don't feel like it.
Hey, Boba Fett, he's chubby too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So the only thing
that going for you.
Yeah, the only thing I'm kind of there's a couple of different things that kind of bummed me out. First, the sacrifice trope was really bummy. I didn't like that. And then second,
we're never gonna see Jon Favreau's head beneath that helmet.
No. And second, what was I going to say? Second, I kind of just feel like a lot of this episode is trying to build up to Ahsoka. Like, they really have to get ready for Ahsoka when it comes out. And like a lot of this episode, they introduce Thrawn and some other things. And I understand they have to do that to keep the series rolling. And I have complained before that the universe building in Marvel shows was lacking, but again,
I was about to say you're kind of arguing on the opposite side from where you usually are.
Yeah, well, this show held up a lot of weight, and I feel like last episode was a waste of time. Like last episode could have done so much more work. I don't understand what they were thinking last episode.
Yeah,
it is right. What it is. What did you think of the episode? You like it?
I liked it a lot. Yeah. Kind of not sure what happens in the next episode. Last episode.
What do you mean?
I feel like there's not going to be sufficient closure this series.
Well, okay, so there's two possible ways this could end. Are you ready? One, there is no Mandalorian stormtroopers. Like, that's not a thing. So all those guys and the whole shop they have down there is going to get destroyed. So we're going to see how that happens.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Right.
So this episode, either A shows us how it happens and Moff Gideon gets killed by Bo-Katan, which they kind of previewed. Or it's a...
she should have killed him when she had the chance.
Yeah, why do you keep a guy like that alive?
Yeah, why not do that? Yeah.
Like, some people just don't need to breathe air, and he's one of them. But the next thing is, it could be a cliffhanger to next season, which I can see them doing. Like this, which won't be satisfying for anybody, but you'll wait and watch it. You're not like, what are you going to do? Not watch it when it comes out?
I'll watch it. Yeah.
So I think Disney,
but I won't be happy about it.
No one's happy with cliffhangers, but they're very effective, and I can see Disney doing that. I don't know how long. What's his face have a contract? The guy who plays.
It feels kind of weird though to bring Moff Gideon back for 2 episodes just to kill him again.
It feels kind of weird to bring Moff Gideon back at all.
I mean, agreed. Yeah.
It feels weird to me. It's like a weird thing. And just have him come back now is odd. They did explain how the Beskar armor was in that shuttle that he escaped from, so that would make sense because the stormtroopers are wearing Beskar. But Giancarlo Esposito, like, I'm curious to see.
Good callback, by the way. Yeah. So that's where that Beskar shrapnel came from, is one of the new stormtroopers.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, like, we have some actors here with some serious contract stuff, like Katie Sackhoff, Carl Weathers, Pedro Pascal. Like, I don't know how long. Like, I mean, Giancarlo Esposito, I don't know how long Disney can keep these guys together. I mean, Pedro Pascal.
I think Pedro Pascal and Giancarlo Esposito are the biggest risk factors there.
Yeah, I mean, how long? And Pedro, but see, the thing is, Pedro Pascal is not running around in that armor,
right?
So that's a reason
he's just
why,
just in an ADR suite.
We didn't see his head the entire time. We probably will see his head, his face next episode because they'll probably take his helmet off when they're interrogating him. But Pedro Pascal essentially could just do voice work for as long as they need him. But the other people, even Katie Sackhoff could do voice work. So I don't know. They have a pretty good idea about construction right now. Put these people in helmets, and then when you need them every once in a while, bring them in. It's funny.
Katie does a good job though, playing.
Yeah, she does
the part in the suit.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Katie Sackhoff was always amazing as Starbuck in Battlestar Galactica. She was fantastic.
Agreed. Yep.
I think this role,
I haven't seen her in anything since.
She was in 24 before. I
never watched that.
It's actually pretty good. And she was in some other things. She has some health issues, I think, which causes her work to kind of fluctuate. She actually did some episodes of The Flash too, some guest episodes, so it was fun. I think this role she's playing now as Bo-Katan could be, maybe it's not her defining role because I think that's Starbuck, but I think it could be close. She doesn't.
Some people are saying they think that this series is going to spin off a Bo-Katan series.
I think that'd be awesome. She could carry the show no problem. I think she has this character nailed. She's doing a great job, and I'm super excited that she's got this role and she's doing such a fantastic job. And so, yeah, I could see a whole series just of like Bo-Katan or something like that could work. It'd be kind of fun, you know. Because like what I'm concerned about, and it's making me worried, is we didn't hear anything about the Mandalorians doing the sequels, like the Last Jedi sequels. We didn't hear anything about the Mandalorians.
Right.
So are they all going to get killed off? Did they do something else? Did they not get a part of this?
Maybe Mandalore becomes like Switzerland.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're just neutral.
Such an interesting, like, that culture reminds me of the Klingons from Star Trek. You know? Like when I
don't know enough about the Klingons.
Okay.
I mean, I know they're all about war, battle, and dying in battle.
Not necessarily. They have many different houses. The warrior house of Klingons took over the culture at a certain point, and the rest of the cultures were minimized. But yeah, they do. It is about honor and battle, and the Mandalorians are definitely kind of touching that same vein of battle and warrior pride and stuff like that. I thought it was a really great scene where the two Mandalorians are fighting, and Grogu gets in between them and says, no, like that. I thought that was really cool.
Right. Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Yeah. But it's frustrating because we could...
Is that like he's the only person on that ship that could have broken up that fight without it turning into something else.
Yeah. And so that means the show knows what it's trying to do. It's running on all cylinders. I think that the show wasted a lot of time, especially with that last episode. But we are finally getting some really cool stuff now.
I wish in the episodes that you're calling waste, I wish they had leaned heavily into the mission of the week format for those episodes instead of trying to balance mission of the week with moving the story forward.
The story is so good. Like, why are we getting away from the story when it's so good? I don't need to see Lizzo. I think it was cool when we saw her. I thought it was cool when we saw her, but we don't need her. But we just disagree about that. We just disagree. Anyway, we're starting to run a little bit on time. Wow, we've been going pretty good. Any final thoughts from Mandalorian before we get to our next two big things?
I'm really thinking about whether or not Moff Gideon dies in the next episode.
If Moff Gideon dies this episode, or is killed next episode, nothing. I'm not going to give you anything.
I think it's a waste, but they never should have brought him back in the first place.
Okay, how about this? If Moff Gideon dies next episode, we will do a live streaming of some kind of way of streaming a podcast for the first X-Men movie. We'll do that. I think we're doing that anyway. So
we're doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know. How are we going to do that?
We're doing a podcaster's commentary of the first X-Men movie.
Yeah, that's be a long recording session. Anyway, okay, let's move on. We have other things to talk about.
What else is there to talk about?
There was an Ahsoka trailer that I completely forgot about. That was actually pretty cool. She looks cool. What's her name again?
Rosario Dawson.
She's nailing this. Like when she has those lightsabers out, she knows exactly.
She's good.
She knows exactly how she wants to move them. You know, she knows exactly. She has her motions completely down pat. She knows what she's doing. She's rocking this.
Rosario Dawson, one of my favorite actors from the Daredevil series.
Yeah, she did great. Yeah. And she's like making that money, doing that great. She's doing a great job with Ahsoka. I don't know a lot about the story, but I do know that Ahsoka was Darth Vader's / Anakin Skywalker's Padawan. apprentice, and then of course a bunch of stuff happened.
And then she like left the Jedi or something like that.
I don't know. I should read about it more because we're going to be doing a podcast on it, I'm sure.
There is something like that. She left the Jedi.
Yeah, we're going to do a podcast on the whole series. I know, but it looks like this is going to follow suit with the Mandalorians. It's like the Empire resurgence. We saw 2 other characters with lightsabers that I thought were really cool. I'm curious to see who they are. Looking in the IMDb, Oh, Mary Elizabeth Winston. I like her. She's a cool actress.
Oh, she's in it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who'd she play?
I don't know, somebody.
Okay. Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah, what was she in?
Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, yeah. I liked it until you said that, and I'm like, eh.
What?
I didn't like that movie. Oh, my God. Wes Chatham's in this.
I don't know who that is.
From The Expanse.
Oh, I don't know.
Dude, this is even getting better.
I've watched half an episode of The Expanse.
They don't show what his character is. They don't say his character name. Oh, I love Wes Chatham. Have you seen The Expanse yet?
I saw half an episode.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, listeners. He's not as cultured as I am. My apologies.
I think there was so when I started watching it, I was younger. My kids were younger. And I think there was a sex scene in the first episode.
Yeah, there's a couple sex scenes.
Yeah, so I couldn't really watch it at the time.
Yeah, you can't watch this kind of stuff with your kids around, man.
I mean, yeah. I could probably watch it now.
Oh yeah, you should watch it. It's great. Well, my apologies. There's some Cadbury eggs next to me. I know I shouldn't be eating these, but they're really good.
I like the idea of Cadbury eggs, but I do not like the taste of them.
Who else is in this? Natasha Lube. There's a bunch of cool people. Wait. Hayden Christensen's going to be in this. In one episode, he's going to play Anakin Skywalker. What is it? What is it?
We said we're done with the Skywalkers.
They're not done.
We're done with it, though.
They're not.
Right.
Anyway.
That was my UGG. My UGG was for both of us. You and I are done with the Skywalker story.
I'm actually excited about this. I can't wait to watch it. Pretty excited. I mean, come on, it's gonna be fun. Lightsabers. You
know what? If they do a good job with the lightsaber fighting choreography, then I'll be into it.
It's gonna be great.
I hear that Disney has a new, more expensive lightsaber that you can buy.
Of course they do. Of course. They have. Yeah, you could probably spend $10,000 on a lightsaber at this point. No problem.
Right.
I don't know much about this, and I apologize, but I do know one thing. Lars Mikkelsen is playing Grand Admiral Thrawn. He did his voice for the cartoons. Mm-hmm. He did his voice for the animated series. And he's going to be doing it in the live action.
It's a cartoon, dude.
No, it's an animated series. You got to give it respect.
And in the book, I respect cartoons. But the Looney Tunes is a cartoon.
In the books, the books that Disney decanonized, he had interactions with Luke Skywalker and Leia. Apparently, he was they were dealing with him a lot. So maybe we'll see Luke Skywalker. Maybe we'll see Leia. I don't know. Leia did have lightsaber training. She knew how to use them. She was really skilled.
I mean, Luke Skywalker's been known to show up in stories that involve Ahsoka.
Let me ask you this real quick. Would you rather them continue doing the face thing where they de-age the actors for Luke Skywalker, or would you rather them recast someone as Luke Skywalker?
All right, here's the thing. Leia's dead.
No, it's a shot.
Well, the actor is dead.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know that I want to see her. Let her be on another planet or something. Luke, as long as Mark Hamill's willing to do it, they can de-age him. That's my stance on it. Have Luke show up and stuff, de-age him, as long as Mark Hamill's willing to do it. Do the same thing with Harrison Ford. Leave Leia alone.
I think that I would rather see them recast.
And then when the original cast is, when they're gone, tell another story. We've had enough of this story.
This is a new story.
I'm talking about the Skywalker story.
I don't know. I'd rather see them recast as new. I'd rather see them recast them as new actors. I think just recast them.
Why don't they just reboot the story then at that time?
I don't want to see it rebooted. I like what they're doing now. They're filling in gaps. I don't want to see the 3 core Star Wars movies rebooted. How dare you?
Well, yeah, but there's like plenty of gaps they can fill without recasting Leia and Luke.
I would love to see Luke Skywalker being like a super Jedi doing some super cool things.
He never became a super Jedi.
Yes, he did. He was a master at some point.
Who taught him?
Luke Skywalker is a master Jedi in The Mandalorian.
I guess he just never became a good teacher.
Well, he lost all his pupils turned on him and killed him, but who knows? Anyway, we're definitely going to do some episodes of Ahsoka.
Ahsoka's your Jedi master. She can be the really awesome Jedi on screen, even though she's not a Jedi.
I don't understand. You just don't like some things. And I never really figure out why.
You and I agreed that we're done with the Skywalker story. We've had enough of it. And I also think that, when Mark Hamill's done and when Harrison Porter done, let's just move on.
No! I don't know. Anyway... Okay, answer me
this is not James Bond.
Are we going to do an episode? Are we going to do Ahsoka? Are we going to watch it and record? We're going to work it, right?
What do you think?
I think yes, of course. You got me doing Star Wars stuff, so I'm doing Star Wars stuff. I'm in here doing Star Wars stuff, so you got me doing it. I'm doing it.
All right.
I will tell fans right now, I am not spending my time reading stupid books and stuff. I'm not doing that. I got other things I need to do. But I will invest a lot of time looking at Wikipedia and trying to figure out what other people have said. I will do that for you.
Then I will let you do that.
Finally. Oh my goodness. I did not, when I was at work, I saw this pop up in my feed randomly and I was like, what is this? This can't be a real trailer. And I clicked on it and lo and behold, a brand new The Marvels trailer. Oh my God. I freaked out. I watched this 5 times straight. I cannot wait for this movie
I watched it over and over. Yeah.
Out. Mike, this looks so good. And the one reason it looks good is because of Amon Delaney, because of Miss Marvel. She is killing this. Every time she was on that trailer, I was so excited. She's doing a great job. I mean, Brie Larson's doing great, and Teyana Paris is doing fine, and Samuel L. Jackson's doing great too. But other than that, we know who this movie's about. Mike, this is so great. I cannot wait to watch this.
I think I'm looking forward to this trailer looks better than any of the trailers I've seen for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Right?
Yeah.
Not only does it look better, but it's like, I would really like to spend time with this. Like, please give it to me right now. I mean,
it looks like it'll be fun.
Yeah, it looks
like it'll be fun.
It looks so fun. And like, Nick Fury being in it, kind of, I guess he's going to live through the Secret Invasion, which... Because this comes out in November, Secret Invasion comes out in a month or 2. So I don't know how they're going to fix that.
Yeah, I guess the Marvels is current time, right?
So I don't know how they're going to work it temporally, so we'll figure out how it's going to work. I don't know.
Because Miss Marvel was current time, basically.
Yeah, but then she did get blipped out at the end of it, so I'm not sure.
But this picks up right after that blip out.
Yeah.
It's like immediately.
I don't know what they're going to do. It's up to Marvel to make this make sense. But I will say this. I loved every second of this trailer. I loved everything about it. I cannot wait to watch it. It looked super cool. It looked
also
awesome.
They picked the right song for this.
Not only the trailer was perfect in its conception, but I'm just excited. I didn't know how excited I was to see Miss Marvel again. I didn't know how excited I was to see Spectrum again. I didn't know how excited I was to see Captain Marvel again. I didn't know how much I wanted to see these characters do what they're doing. And it sucks I gotta wait till November. It really sucks because this movie's done. It's in the can. It's done. They could put this movie out for summer, but they want to wait for.
They got their schedule. Right.
which I think is a mistake. I think Guardians of the Galaxy is not going to do well as this is. I think everybody wants to go see the Marvels. I think this movie would, for a summer movie blockbuster, this movie would make $1 billion. What?
The toxic fan base is they're opposing you on that.
I don't care what those guys in their underwear looking at porn too much are thinking. Like, I don't care. Like, whatever.
Right.
Like, they have chosen not to be a part of society by being toxic all the time. Like, and if they want to be a part of the conversation, they need to stop saying terrible things about women and start acting like they have this common sense. And if you want to, if you got a problem with what I said, you can easily find me on the street and we'll sell this like we used to back in the 50s. We'll punch each other, which is fine with me. But like, how can you not watch this trailer? How can you watch this trailer and not like it? This is perfect. It has everything you need. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, I liked it. I did see idiots talking about it.
Why would you even look at it? I do want to show you something, Mike. I don't know if you saw this. I'm going to send it to your phone. Okay.
Okay.
It's a spoiler. Okay.
Can I do a drum roll?
No. I want you to, come on. Why does iPhones only work sometimes?
Sounds like user error to me.
Okay. There's a picture on your screen right now, Mike. I want you to tell me what you see.
Somebody's holding a hammer.
That is, she is. So Ronan is the accuser. That's his hammer. So it looks like a new accuser. But what's on her wrist, Mike?
Is that a bangle?
It is a bangle. That's the other bangle.
This is from the trailer?
Yeah.
Who's that to her right? That looks almost like Ronan the Accuser.
It's not him. Those guys are accusers. There's multiple of them. So that's like an accuser guard. So they are accusers of the Kree Empire.
I don't remember seeing that in the trailer.
If you watch the
must have flashed back pretty fast.
Yeah, if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, these guys are in the ship, and they also showed up in the Marvels as well.
Yeah. The accusers.
Yeah. So pretty interesting. If you look at the garb, they have little armbands on their left arms, kind of giving respect to her armband. Kind of a nice, neat little touch. I don't know. We'll see.
Where do you think those bands came from?
I don't know where those bands came from, but I do know that the bangle she's wearing is something to do with Kamala's band. So it has something to do with that.
Right.
That's all we got, though. I don't want to speculate too much, but that's all we got. But I'm pretty excited. Yeah. I'm super stoked for this movie. I cannot wait to watch it. I wish that was coming out sooner, but it is what it is.
November.
Yeah, I think Disney's making a big mistake not putting this out sooner.
So what would you do? Would you flip-flop? Would you put this out first and then Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'll put Guardians of the Galaxy out in May, and I would put this out in June or July. Probably July. I'll put this out in July. And then maybe have a dead Christmas. That's, whatever.
Right.
There's other things they can put out. But doesn't Indiana Jones come out this summer?
I believe so.
That's why they're doing that. They don't want to compete with Indiana Jones. So, I guess it is what it is. Indiana Jones is going to make a bunch of money anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I'm stoked. Super stoked. Anyway, that's it. That's lots of cool things. I hope
it gives us something to talk about in November.
Yeah,
that'll be good.
Yeah. And, I hope that it gets people excited about Ms. Marvel. So
plenty of time to get hype.
Yep, right. All right, so that's it. Mike, we've covered everything. Is there any last words about The Mandalorian or the Ahsoka trailer? Or now, fans, I will do more research on Ahsoka, I promise. Just give me more time. Anything else we got to go over?
Nah, I think that's it, man. Tapped out.
So how in the world are people going to... Because I'm excited. So and I'm hoping people are excited and they want to say, man, I can't wait to share this podcast because I'm excited about sharing this podcast.
Right.
How can they share it, Mike? What can they do?
Hit that share button right now. Yeah. Share this with your friends. Share it with your group texts. Create group texts for it. All the things. You can create a virus and encode this podcast into the DNA of the virus and then spread it among the population. And then when they get the virus... they remember listening to this podcast. How's that? Yeah. That's it.
That's pretty awesome.
If you can do that, maybe not, but okay.
I think it's viable. It's how we're going to get information in 1,000 years. That's how we're going to do it.
Yeah. Viruses.
Yeah, viruses floating around the air.
And instead of how they did it in the Matrix, we'll get a virus that teaches us everything.
Yeah, you walk around and you'll get viruses, and they will give you information. That's how it's going to work. I think it's pretty neat.
Could be. Could be.
We're all dead, whichever one comes first.
Yeah.
Someone got mad at me on social media for saying that people should only have 1 or 2 children and not more than that.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
No more than replacement levels.
Yeah, not even that. We need to be below replacement level. We need to be like 6.
Right.
We need to get 6 billion, 5 billion. We need to get there.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not saying to kill children. I'm just saying we don't need so many kids. Like, is that wrong?
You're practicing what you preach. You're walking the walk.
I'm not having any kids, mainly because I don't want them to interfere with my video game time. Imagine me having a kid not playing video games. That sounds horrible. My wife and I are going to order some food tonight and watch TV and go to bed.
Whoa, you're watching TV together. What are you going to watch?
We've been watching Naked and Afraid.
Oh. Do you ever watch anything that's written?
Not really.
Like scripted?
Nah.
I mean, Naked and Afraid is scripted, but a real scripted show.
We watch Succession sometimes, but we're not big into that.
Oh.
Yeah. We kind of like just watching things that kind of are brainless so we can kind of sit around on our phones and fall asleep.
Oh, gotcha. Right. Good week for Succession this week too.
We'll watch it when we watch it. Anyway.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, man. I'm busy. Anyway,
oh, man. That's what y'all should watch tonight.
Share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Last episode of Mandalorian is next week. We're really looking forward to doing that. This will be super fun. Thank you guys. See you guys next week.